Okay, let's see if I'm live again. It seems like OBS just stopped working. Just hang. I don't know for how long. It seems like it's been for a little bit, and now we should be back live. It seems like I've been gone. Let me know if I've been gone, but I just noticed there was no chat, nothing. And then I saw, hey, for some reason. Okay, so here is that's the, okay, review ask, but now look, we say yes, and now better work would allow, and then we say allow, and then it should. Yeah, that's my fault here. It should be on the main thread, because that's an asynchronous thing happening on the background, and then we should go back onto the main thread. That's fine. So let's try again. Can make this a little bit bigger. Do this one bigger even. There we go. Okay. So we say yes, and then it's dismissed. I guess we have to reinstall because we already stored the information about. Wait, but we said yes. Oh yeah, because it's already determined, that's why. If it's already determined, like authorized, then we just say success. Let's delete it. So with deletion, we are also getting rid of our user default keys, which means now if I say I don't want to be reminded, gone. And then we probably have store reminder pop-up answered to has answered no, true. If we reopen, we can say yes, and then would like to send you notifications, and then allow, dismissed, gone. Okay, and now we go into settings, and it's enabled, and it's 8 a.m. And what we can try now is we can delete the app again. Let's delete it again. Try it once more, but set a different time. Let's set a different time. It's taking its time to boot the app. Okay, there we go. Let's say 11:30. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna allow it now. Gone. Settings, notifications, 11:30 enabled. Great. Perfect. Okay, it's working as expected. Let's just double check. We are not introducing anything we don't want to introduce. We got that over here. It's all right. That's our handling. Okay. And then we're gonna say handle user answer in reminder pop-up. Git push. And so that's done. And now what we want to do is I want to know why when I say 9:30 p.m. and I open it again, it says 9:30 p.m. That's all right, but this is not the case for here. So if I open it, 11:30, open it again, it's 9:30. And the reason why is because we have, let's see, the difference is I think we are configuring, the time here from the notification controller. See, once he opens it, right? Well, I guess once he stores it, here, we're configuring it with the new time string. That's what's happening. So we want to do the same over here. Over here, which is, you know, why would I have it be configured from the outside and not from the inside of the class? Let's see if that's just, you know, not the best way of doing it. So configure, what does the configure do? It just sets the time string. And then what does the show date picker do? It okay, interesting. Show date picker. It should show it like this. That's already happening. Once I hit done, okay, let's see what happens once I hit done. Accessory, it's toolbar. Toolbar is this, and we're setting up our toolbar where, I think it's here, right? Toolbar here. The done action. Done does dismiss keyboard, just that. Interesting. So it just does that. And if we open it up, we are this should actually get back the right time. Right, so why when we open it is it not showing here? Like why aren't we going in there? We might, and it's just not working properly. Let's see. Look, if we open it, we're going in here. Let's see what we have. Trying to get the notification model, which is gonna be nothing. This is the very first time. There's nothing. So that's fine. It's gonna be nothing at first. Here, result should be, I guess it's something by now, and that's okay too. So it's gonna be, it's 9:30 p.m. But what if I, wait, but what's handle? Like when are we? Did set custom time. Wait, we're not storing it, are we? Properly. No, we are. So how do we do that? Let me see again. How do we store it properly? We are, exactly, we're implementing the delegate. We're having the reminder model on done. And we're not storing it yet. And for that reason, because it's not stored yet, once this is hit again, it's not gonna have but that's just on the first. Once it is stored, so that's just on done. Nothing is stored. It's just locally. It's not accessible for. But once we say yes, now we are at yes. And I guess that's what we had before, right? Is it that what it is? So okay, let's do 8:30, right? 8:30 is what we have now. And now if I want to open it up, is it always showing 8:30? It's showing 8 a.m. This is showing 8:30. This one is properly displaying how it should be, but this one is not. Reminder model get time by oh, see, because it's using the default. It's using the default to configure it instead of using what's okay. Wait, but that's okay because this is the first time we're opening it and never opening it again. Hi again, just watching your stream and watching you work on your side project motivates me to work on my side project. Perfect, this is exactly the purpose of the stream. Just hanging out and coding on our side projects. Great, I'm glad I'm motivating you to do exactly what I intended with the stream. Okay, let's think. We're opening this view for the first time, and it's gonna be 8 a.m. and it's not gonna change. And if we're changing it to 12, and then we go back, and then we want, see, that's the thing, because I don't mind that it's saying 8 a.m. and then we're changing it to like, oh, I want to be reminded at 11:30 a.m. and then done, and he wants to say yes, and he's like, oh no, wait a second, not 11:30 a.m. I meant 12:30 a.m. Oh, why am I at 8:30 p.m.? That's confusing. That's what I mean. So for that reason, once I hit done, I have to store it. Yeah, I have to store it as disabled. Like notification, dispatcher, update notification with notification model. Notification model is enabled false, and then notification model. And then this is storing the information that whenever you're changing that, it's storing it. And then the thing so that's gonna solve it. This also means, what it also means is, see, now we can say 8:45 p.m. done. Oh no, not 85. See, not 8:45 p.m. I meant 9:45 p.m. Okay, done. I mean 10:40. Now it's working. Adrian, hey, you made it. Good to see you. What time is it over there? AJ, did you change the whole project to use Snapkit or just the new views you're creating? Just the new views that I'm creating. If you look at, I don't want to spend too much time on refactoring, but you can see that here. Let's see. Where are we setting up the views? Here you can see I'm still using like my helper class to use anchor for like top leading, bottom trailing anchor, full screen table view. But whenever I go into classes and I see, hey, this is a quick fix and change, because that one, how this will look like in Snapkit. Literally just make edges equal to super view, done. This is the equivalent to this. And even though my helper class here, or my helper extension, is already shortening all this with anchor constraints equal to whatever, to that kind of amount, Snapchat is reducing it even more at times. But yeah, not doing that because I also want to have to test it, and I don't want to mess with things right now in other classes. But yeah, that's the answer. 11:46 a.m. Oh, so just 3 hours ahead. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, if he sets that, and then he says, "Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. Nope, I don't want to." Now we have 10:45 stored as the default, but it's disabled. If you go in here, it's disabled. Now he could go and say enable. You see 10:45. See, it's not the default 8 a.m. anymore because he did make a change. I think that's okay. He did make a change. I think that's okay. Okay, and that's it. That's basically it. That's all I wanted to do. Let's see. Double check. This one has to be like this, and maybe I should comment it. Okay, it's a lot of comments, but I feel like this is like, this is knowledge that just right now came to life with debugging it. It's not that obvious, and so I'm putting it into a comment. That's why we need to store it. And that's it. Let's just check again. I'm from India. It's 9:25 p.m. AJ, I know that you're from India, and that it should be that it's. I remember the streams that I would make is usually at night, and you would, I think, watch it. Was it in the morning? I think in the morning. Like right now it's 9 almost, so you're like 12 hours ahead or so. Yigit, I was following you like 3-4 years ago on Instagram. I just remembered that you always ate dinner at the lunch. Now I saw your stream. Yes, you're right. And I miss dinners, and I would still eat it every day. And it was not only lunch; it was also dinner. It was lunch and dinner. I literally just ate lunch and dinner, and the only alternation I made was on a constant basis was just pizza. The same pizza though, the same pizza or the same dinner. By default, just dinner, and then at times pizza. And then just once in a while, once in 2 weeks or so, I would go and eat fried noodles at an Asian shop. But that's like, yeah. There's a term for that. Funny enough, I just recently discovered there's a term for that kind of behavior of eating the same thing over and over again and not caring about, eating different stuff and exciting stuff. It's called utility eater. And I feel identified as a utility eater because even today or nowadays, I'm in the States, there's no dinner really. And so I'm eating still more or less the same thing every day. It's just, I have in the freezer orange chicken, teriyaki, and Beijing beef, and I'm always making rice with one of those 3 things every day. And then the only alternation that I do is, if I don't eat one of those things, I'm gonna eat Panda Express or McDonald's. That's it. So basically I only have these 5 foods. By default, the 3, which is with rice on a daily basis, and then sometimes I'll just eat two burgers from McDonald's instead, or Panda Express, and that's it. And then that's just it. I don't need anything more. Yeah, you ate dinner at lunch when you were in Germany. True. Please let the stream be online at least for 24 hours. I will, AJ. I will let it. I will let the stream online for 24 hours. I think I will delete the other streams from from 2 days ago, where it was like sluggish, laggy. Since it's been now already more than 24 hours, but I'll let this one up for 24 hours or even forever. Let's see, because that one is not that laggy. Okay, once again, just double checking. Okay, and then basically now fix small inconsistency where reminder text field would not match time picker wheel. It's actually the other way around. The time picker wheel would not match the text field, but it doesn't matter. It's the same thing, same difference, same difference, same difference. Now we got this in place, okay? We got this pop-up working. That's what I wanted to do. However, now we have to decide when to show it, which is on the second. So what I want to do is every time he launches the application, I want to count it. So here, static func, basically increase app was launched, actually not launched, opened count, and then also static let, wait a second, don't I have that already? What is this one? Refresh notification settings based on, no, not this one. Here, increase app launch count. So that's the app launch, but it's not the app opening. Yeah, see? So that's because I wanted to do, if the app was launched more than 2 times, like 2 times or more, then I'm gonna ask him for a review, because I'm assuming he's getting a value out of the app already. But what if he just opens it and then he closes it and then he opens it again a few times later? Then that's not a relaunch, it's not launched, it's like opened. It's basically did resume background, whatever. So if I say background, here application did enter, nope. Is it just resume? Okay, let's have a look at the API. Oh, come on. Here, application did finish launching, no. Did become active. If your current scenes we're not, okay, this is basically not it, I would say. Deprecated. So where is it when I relaunch? Yeah, because this did become active. It said to restart any task or refresh your app's user interface. Become active, which gets regardless of whether your app uses scenes. UIKit will not call this method. Okay. UIKit calls this method to let your app know that it moved from the inactive to active state. The app moves to the active state because it was launched by the user or the system, or because the user ignores an interruption, like an incoming phone call or SMS message that sent the app temporarily to the inactive state. Damn, so that would be like, oh, you open the app for the first time. Oh, you're getting a call? No, I don't want the call. Oh, now I'm getting asked for a review because, well, it counts as a one count. That's fine. Use this message to restart any tasks that were paused while the app was inactive, for example. Use it to restart timers. Yeah, whatever, but I really want to have a relaunch of the app. Not relaunch, sorry, reopen. This is all deprecated. Did enter background. See, that's what where is the did came back from background? Oh, here, app will enter foreground. So that's if you're using scenes, blah, blah, blah. UIKit calls this method as a part of the transition from the background to the active state. You can use this method to undo many of the changes you made for your app upon entering the background. The call to this method is invariably followed by a call to the that become active. Yeah, so that's yeah. But every time this is called doesn't mean every time this is called. Moves to the app from the inactive. Okay. Shortly before calling this method to give interested objects a chance to respond to this transition. Okay, that's what we want. We'll enter foreground. We'll enter foreground. So that's the reopening. And then now we're gonna start just using user defaults. App. So app open count, something like this. Better workout count for app opening. Okay, increase app was open count. I guess it's even better like this. App was open count. And then we're just gonna say use it. We're gonna just, it's the same as notification dispatcher. Well, no, review manager. I don't have to rewrite code and think about it again if I have everything already here. There. If the value is given, it returns 0. So then keys app was open count plus 1, and then app was open count, store it again. Then we want to get the app was open count is an integer, and then we just want to return that. Now I took a screenshot that I didn't mean to take. That's okay. So now we have the app open count, and so that's what I really care about. Now, I know the reason why I put, ask for review if appropriate and put the counting in here is because I don't want app delegate to have any logic. I want it just to call stuff. But it doesn't mean that I can't use increase app count here. So basically it doesn't mean that I can. So he did finish launching. When is this one? So that's interesting. I would not like to know when this one is called. Michaela, hey Martin, hey, good to see you. We're actually wrapping up. It's perfect timing. It's 9 o'clock. We just, I can show you really quick what we did. I guess I can't because I have that code here. We just finished up the view. We finished up this view and the behavior of it. When we hit yes, we get the alert that allows or asks the user to allow notification, and then if he hits yes, it's dismissed, and then he is in the workout list. If he says no, then this one dismisses, but we're remembering that he says no, and we're gonna ask him again at a later point with the same screen to enable it. And if he says no again, and then we're gonna never ask him again. But at least we're just kind of a little bit persistent, but not annoyingly. So that's what we did. So we can basically say 145, whatever, and then we can say yes, and then it's stored, and now we have it at, wait, that didn't work out. I remember you used to join these streams when you first started Better Workout. Yeah, I remember that too at that time. It's been already 2 years. 2 years since Better Workout was released. It's still everything on YouTube from the very start, designing the app to implementing it to today. Okay, so this is a bug. I don't know why it would not be enabled. It has the time, but it wasn't enabled. Maybe because, oh shoot, because I said no. That's the bug. I think I know the bug. Let's see really quick. Where's the reminder pop-up you see? Because we're disabling it here, right? So we're setting the time, it's disabled and stored. Now, when we say yes, what we want to do is we want to check the authorization and then update with the reminder model, but we have to say reminder model is enabled true first because it's, again, it was disabled. So now that should work. And then we can wrap up. Okay, so we got this. Well, that's the review. I have to ask for, I have to change that. So then we say 11:45, whatever. Let's say 4:45 a.m. That's very early birds. Yes, and then we can always change it. Notifications enabled. It's 4:45 a.m. and that's good. The only thing that right now is weird that we have this stored, and I relaunched the app, and it's showing me this pop-up, and this one is still 8 a.m. Oh yeah, I know why. And I think it's fine because it's never going to be shown like this actually once it's stored. Actually, it's going to be because, see, that's the thing. What if I'm asking this at a later point in the app? Say it's not displayed right first opening, people are like using it. Okay, this is great. Oh, there are settings. Oh, notifications. Oh, great, let me enable that too. What is this one? Is that a line? Okay, gotta take care of that one. Okay, let's enable it. Okay, I want to be reminded at 9 a.m. right? And then he says, okay, cool. And then he just, so then what we can do is once he does that, wait a second, it didn't save? Did it disable it again? What happened? I don't remember what I did. Do you have a 16-inch MacBook or a 13-inch? I have a 13 and I find it hard to work with it on the couch. I almost always need to use a monitor with it. I have a 16-inch and it's 16 inches really like it's still close to not being able to work. It's fine, I can work, but I feel you like 13-inch would not work for me at all. And this is the only reason I always had a 15 and 16-inch after I started my coding journey and got a new MacBook, because I wanted to be able to work anywhere properly. I mean, this is already very, very tight with the iPhone next to it on a 16-inch, right? You can see even if I have a second thing open, it's already kind of challenging, but I don't know what the world looks like for you. For you, it must be like like this. You could ask after like 3 workouts, then enable notifications. So it's, yeah, exactly. That was my thought too. Like, I'm gonna ask him. So here's the thing. I'm gonna ask him after the second launch of the app, and if he says yes, cool, we're set. If he says no, I'm gonna remember he said no, and I'm gonna count the times he finished a workout, which means he is actually doing workouts regularly. Like, I'm gonna count every finished workout, and if he finished it 2 times already, then I'm gonna ask him again, because then I feel like, hey, you already did 2 workouts, so it seems like you're building a routine. Do you want a helper for your routine, like the reminder? And then if he says no, then I'm gonna not ask him again. And actually, I have to store that too, that I'm asking. Like, I know that I'm storing that he said no, but I'm not storing yet that he said no again. Can I ask for reminder? Can I ask for a reminder again? And then we want to say has answered no for reminder pop-up, or basically should I not ask reminder again? And then this is going to be false by default, because there's no key stored, which is no. You should not ask again, which is like you can ask him again, and then once there's something stored, it's gonna be true, and then I'm not gonna ask him again. Something like this. What was this bug? I got sidetracked. What was this bug again over here? Shoot. Oh yeah. What if he sets this and then he goes into, I'm opening this up and then it's not showing. Yeah, it's basically, it is basically, oh, it's basically just, I should just configure it properly. Here, the configuration is just wrong. To do, check if user already used settings to store notification, and use that hour a minute to configure reminder time text field, because it's inconsistent. Okay, alrighty everybody, I do typically use an external monitor, but I don't usually have Xcode and the simulator showing at the same time. How interesting. Oh, so you use your phone then? Okay, thanks for joining the stream, Michele, even if it was just for 10 minutes. I enjoy just talking to you guys about coding. Alright, I gotta end the stream, I gotta shower, and then I'm gonna go to a Sunflower Festival with family. So let me end the stream and let's see you next time. Where do I end it? Oh,